How to Wake Surf, a presentation by Ashley Racher. Introduction to wake surfing. What wake surfing is. Wake surfing is a summer sport that involves surfing behind the boat without being pulled by the boat and riding on the wake. We are able to do this by creating a wave-like wake behind the boat. Some boats are created specifically for this sport, where other boats can create this wake with ballasting and weight. Ballasting is created by filling up a ballast with water, usually located at the back of the boat. Weight is created by using the passengers on the boat and moving them to one side to get a bigger wake. Tips on wake surfing. There's many different tips on how to wake surf, but the main point is to not fight the boat when getting up. Let it pull you up and do the work for you. Once up, shuffle your feet to the center line of the board and keep pressure on the edge of the board facing the wake. So if toes are facing the wake, pressure on your toes. If your heels are facing the wake, pressure on your heels. Essentially, you want to find the sweet spot on the wake. This is where you can let go of the rope and just ride the wake. Where to find extra information. Wake surfing is lots of fun, and there's tons of information about it. It has become so popular that boats have been made specifically for this sport. If you're really interested in the sport, I would recommend looking up YouTube videos on how to wake surf and get as much tips and information as you can, and then try it. And always remember, practice makes perfect. Types of boats to use for wake surfing. Kinds of boats to use. The kind of boat is important to take into consideration before wake surfing. Make sure you have an inboard direct drive boats or inboard V-drive boats. This basically means the propeller is under the boat and less likely to injure the rider. From there, any boat that has ballasting in it can achieve the wake surf or specially made boats. Wake surfing boats. When looking for a wake surfing boat, there's a few things to keep in mind, such as ballasting, boat features, surf system, trim tabs, and of course looks. These all depend on what exactly you are looking for. So a couple of the upcoming 2020 boats are Mastercraft NXT22, Axis A20, and the Malibu Wakesetter 23 MXZ. And each of these models have their own special features and improvements made to them. If you're interested in other boats that I did not list here, look up upcoming 2020 boats in Google and there will be a list of specific wake surfing boats that should come up. Ballasting boats. Some wake surfing boats come with ballasting options to make the wake bigger. Other boats not specifically made for wake surfing can come with ballasting to be able to create a wake to surf on. To ballast your boat, you start at the stern and move out the boat. This creates more weight on the bottom and makes the stern of your boat go deeper into the water, making the wake bigger. Each boat is different, so play around with different kinds of ballasting till you find the right one for your boat. Steps on how to wake surf. Step 1. Find the right boat. When wake surfing first became popular, people used wakeboarding boats, and then the industry picked up on this and made wake surfing boats. There's lots of different boats and models out there that you can choose from, and it all comes down to personal preference. Step 2. Choose the right board. When first starting out, make sure you buy a beginner's board, because as you progress, there's more boards out there that are more advanced and can make it difficult to start out. Step 3. Get a wake surf rope. Many people don't realize how important a rope can be. Wake surfing ropes are thicker and shorter, with knots in the rope to help beginners pull themselves into the sweet spot. Step 4. Make sure you understand how your boat works. Figure out the correct ballasting for your boat and what works for you. Steps on how to wake surfing continued. Step 5. Speed. It is very important that the driver knows to keep your speed between 10 miles per hour and 14 miles per hour. Step 6. Getting up. Lay on your back in the water with your feet loosely on the board. When ready, inform the driver and put pressure on your heels. Let the boat pull you up. The boat will actually pop you out of the water as long as you don't fight it. Once up, move your feet shoulder width apart and shuffle up to the center line of the board. Step 7. Find the sweet spot. This step may take practice and more than one try to find. You want to find the sweet spot on the wake, where this is where you can throw the rope back into the boat and just ride the wake. Summary. Wake surfing is a fun, popular summer sport that many enjoy. Remember that the more you practice, the better you will get at it. As well, ride with those who are better than you, so you can get pointers and tips on how to do better. The best part is there's no rush to wake surfing, and that you can ride for as long as you want on the wave.